Corey Kispert. How are we doing today, friend?
Gentlemen, I'm well. First day of school energy. Got done in there. Yeah, it's a good day.
Well, first and foremost, thanks for taking the time after practice, training camp to hang out with us. The obvious question is, have you named your mustache yet? Is that a thing?
The name? No. I mean, I think a nickname is coming.
Okay.
There's a few in the works. Got to workshop with the guys first, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what's up. We might start a little pool on the side to see if we can at least guess the letter of the first name to it. But I have to ask you, just your first thoughts about practice. A little bit longer than most people would expect a training camp practice to go, but obviously it's extremely beneficial. But your thoughts?
Yeah, super high energy, a lot of detail stuff. We felt like we were moving the whole time. We didn't really have any points where we stopped and paused, which is good for us. I think a lot of guys, we need to play full court. We need to play together. We need to have that high intensity environment because we play a game in like a week.
Yeah.
So that's all good. It's good to get the first day jitters out and shake it out and see who's who and what's what.
For me, Corey, I've always been impressed with the fact you were a rookie when you first got here who got better each year. You added something to your game. What can we look forward to from this year's version of Corey Kispert?
Yeah, I mean, last year, like I said, I maintained what I did from behind the line. I got better finishing at the rim. I took some steps defensively. For me, this year's all about physicality on both sides of the floor. I need to play into my frame and show and getting either whether it's getting downhill or guarding the ball, I can play more physical than I did last year, and it's going to help me a ton on both sides.
Corey, Malcolm Brogdon said something interesting yesterday at Media Day that I've never really heard a veteran say before about players on his own team. He said it's on the veterans of the team to help develop the young guys. Is that something that you're taking onus on yourself, is to help the young guys develop their games to maximize their
I mean,
efficiency?
these guys are so good already at such a young age. First of all, that blows my mind. But second of all, yes, like a rising tide raises all the ships, right? So if we all get better, they're going to push me just like I'm going to push them. And I'm not going to sit here and stand on a pedestal and talk down to anybody. We're all in the trenches together. And it's on us to develop them, and it's on them to push us too.
One of the things that I witnessed while I was sitting there watching you guys practice was spacing and pacing, and the fact that you guys are running the corners, you're getting up and down, as you mentioned, the entire practice. What is that going to do for you guys mentally, conditioning you for the regular season? Because as you know, it's a marathon.
It's a marathon, and stuff gets bogged down really fast in the course of these games. And if the more we can move the ball and move our bodies, the more fun it's going to be for us on offense. I mean, the court's so wide, there's so much space, you might as well take advantage of it. And if we give each other room to breathe, like that's how you elevate everyone's specific talents and make them look even better.
What do you think the positional size improvement on this team? You talk about having real shot blockers behind you. You got a big body like Valanciunas. You got Sarr, who's a great shot blocker. As a guy who takes pride in his defense the way you do on the perimeter, how do you think that's going to allow you to basically feel a little bit better knowing you got some big guys behind you?
Yeah, it allows you to take some chances and be more aggressive. I mean, part of what I need to do physically on the ball is disrupt some things, get some deflections, and make guys feel uncomfortable. And if I know in the back of my mind that I got people that can clean up the glass behind me, it gives me a better chance to crawl into the ball and make ball handlers more uncomfortable. And like you said, positional size, like I think Bilal might have grown too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you. I mean, he's like 6'9", 6'10" now.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about Brian Keefe, because everyone in the Wizards locker room says that he has command of the room and he's going to help the team be more connected, more cohesive this year. How do you think that a full season of Brian Keefe, as opposed to him stepping in halfway through last year, can benefit the team?
Yeah, I mean, what he did was hard to do. I mean, that's not easy on anybody, and I know he took it very seriously over this summer to lay the groundwork for what he wants to put in for the entire season. This is his runway. And like you said, command from day one. He's enforcing his will on this team. He's holding guys accountable. And that kind of energy, especially from the rip, sets a really good example for us players. And, we all know as well that he's not, a dictator. Like, he wants us to enjoy the game and play it fast and space it for each other and play the game with a lot of emotion and joy. And that's a freeing thing for us too.
Two quick questions for you, Corey. One, just the benefit of going up to Montreal to play against the Raptors and what that can do for team building and chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Montreal. I've heard it's an amazing city. So I'm excited to go. I'm excited to go, and just to kind of get out of where we are, a new change of scenery. We've been here for 3 weeks working our butts off, and a little change of scenery does good, and breathing some fresh Canadian air.
Final question for you. You having fun?
A blast.
That's all that
a
matters.
Blast.